Hi everyone, and welcome to update 3 of the Batmobile. So yeah, we've got a lot further, well, say a lot, we're about to button it up, so we'll take a look at the bench and see where we're at. Okay, so today's job is we need to wire up the afterburner to main power, the LED strip tape. I need to put some gels on here because I don't really want to be using canopy glue if I can help it. So that needs to be done. We need to solder that, so a lot more soldering to come. We've got the Batman figures, they're all in gloss black ready for alclads. And then if we head over to here, we've got this mess here. So we've got the fibre optics all done, hot glued into position, we've got all the wiring done, everything's working. I was going to be using magnet wire, but I've decided against it after talking with Simon about it, because I'm not crazy on magnet wire. It does have its uses, but to be honest, you're better off just using better quality wire. So instead I'm going to go with a larger gauge, and I'll cut a section out of the wheel because it's in the arch anyway, you won't see it. So we can get clearance that way, and we've got better quality wire. So I need to solder this guy into position. I've got my big thermal block here, so hopefully all the wires will fit in that, but it'll be soldered as well just for added security. So we've got our main lead here leading from this spaghetti mess here all the way up to here, so that'll be going into the thermal block. Then we have our secondary cable that'll be going inside the car. We're going to solder that to this wire here. I'm going to need to hot glue these into position, and then I'll use maybe a bit of epoxy as well, just to make sure that it's well and truly stuck in there. And yeah, hopefully this guy will be ready to put the two halves together, and then you can actually see all the lighting together, because even I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, it's going well, so we'll be right back as soon as I've got a bit further. So we've got our lenses in position now, so the canopy glue is setting up. I've also filled the cavity with hot glue as well, just to act as another source of diffusion on it. But I think what I'll end up doing is masking this off and doing some Tamiya clear red over the tops of it. If we have a look around the front as well, we've got our yellow lens in position now as well, so that's all good. I'm just going to have to pluck up the courage now to grind away some material on these wheels so I can get some clearance, because I've got fibre optics at the front and some wiring to do, and then finish off the wiring. That's sort of my plan today, is try and get this thing buttoned up, but we'll see how we go. It's looking very good. Checked all the lighting, that's good. I've got maybe one LED that's slightly out of whack, but there's nothing really I can do about that now without ripping it all out, and I don't really want to do that because that'll cause issues. We've got the Batman over there in the gloss black, that's ready for alclad, and yeah, we're good to go. I'm just going to let this canopy glue just dry up a bit more, and then I'll start to do some more soldering, so I'll catch you in a bit. So after what, half an hour, maybe an hour of struggling with this guy to get it actually put together, it's actually finally put together. All the lighting's working, which is good. The red grills look good, tail lights are good, afterburner looks good. Yeah, I think we're all good. Headlights are looking good as well, and also the bat eyes. So yeah, we'll be back. I'll just turn off the lights and we'll come right back. What I actually like about this is you can't see any of the other lighting when you're looking at it from the front, but as soon as you start to actually make your way around the car, we've got a bit of a light leak in there, but again, there's nothing really I can do about that. We've got all the exhaust ports flickering away nicely, and that nice little detail in there, and all them louvers are lit. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's casting a nice light out of the back as well. So I just need to polish this car up really, but there might be a few touch-ups as well that I need to do. But yeah, that's basically the car done. Apart from actually I'll put the lights back on. Just need to mount up these miniguns in position. Add the ammo boxes, so it'll be something like that. And again, it'll cast nice light from the exhausts as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it now. We've got the figures in gloss black, but that won't be ready till tomorrow. And I didn't bother with the magnet wire. I went with a better gauge. But yeah, it hasn't really taken that long to get this far either, which is pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Headlights are looking good. Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow and we'll start work with the Batman figures. So catch you later. So I've just done the steel on all the shin guards, knee pads and gauntlets, so he's looking rather good at the moment. I've also done polished brass, if it'll focus, just hang on. Yeah, so we're doing polished brass for the belt, and then a dusting of titanium gold, and it's all being glossed now, so we're just going to wait for that to set up. Then I've got some Tamiya rubber black, and the rest of the suit will be just rubber black, and that's basically the paint job for Batman. It's going to be a mixture of a matte finish with maybe a satin. So now I need to like mask all these bits off in about half an hour or so, and then dust it with the rubber black. But yeah, that's that Batman. This Batman over here, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use him or not. He looks more like Iron Man. But again, that'll be all kinds of different metallics as well. But I think I might end up just going with this one because I know it's more basic, but it looks more like the Michael Keaton version. I just need to try and find some decals for the bat symbol, which I found like the Michael Keaton version, which I might go with that because it's a bit more colour to it, because there's a lot of black on this figure. But it just makes the colour pop more. So we'll be right back as soon as I've got the matte black on this, or the rubber black. So catch you in a bit. So Batman's almost finished now. We've got the metallics. I'll give him some steel toe cap boots. He's been matte coated and all the metallics are being glossed. But the gauntlets are looking good. I'm just going to go off now and design a bat symbol for his chest. I might as well try and make it as unique as possible. But yeah, really happy with where it's turned out. The rubber black looks good. It's still drying a bit on his chest there, so that's why it's a bit shinier. But yeah, it's coming on really well. Happy. Still need to do the face, but I've had way too much coffee to start painting that, so that's definitely a tomorrow job. Yeah, he's turned out really well. I like it. I don't think I'm going to bother with other figure. I think I'll just have this one. So we're going to let this guy dry overnight and then come back tomorrow nice and fresh, and start face painting and maybe even get the eyes done as well. Well, we probably will do. Then I think what I'll have to do is take the masking tape off the cape, hopefully it doesn't rip or anything, and then probably try and paint the cape as well, so it looks less toy-like. But yeah, it's looking really good. So I'll catch you in a bit, guys. So this is the bat symbol that I'm going to go for. Just ordered some decal paper, so when that comes we can print it, because I did print one earlier but I did it at the wrong size and it's actually clipped off the wing, which is no good. I did experiment with some monochrome, a pen, but it's going to look naff is that. So yeah, I ordered some more decal paper, so that should be here next week, and then we can finish off the Batman, because the Batman is pretty much done apart from obviously the symbol. But we've got the face all done now. I would just gone with white eyes because more like the comic book. But yeah, he's completely done. I've just clear coated him now, so, and went in, did the rubber black on the cape as well, and that's been clear coated, and it's got like a nice effect to it. What I'm thinking of doing actually on the base is maybe trying to just install a little fan somewhere like down in the floor, just so his cape has a bit of movement when he's just stood there. Thought that might look quite good if I get like a 9-volt fan or something like that. But yeah, it looks really good. The rubber black looks brilliant. The metallics are looking good. I've glossed up his gloves and his boots. Yeah, I'm really liking that. So that's Batman finished. I don't think I'm going to bother with the other one. If I do another Batmobile though, at least I've got another figure ready to go. But yeah, we'll be probably back next week, I think, unless I upload this one now, but I don't think it's that long, this video. So I might just leave it running until we get the decal and put it on. With it being like a gloss finish on it, you should be able to see, but even if it's not clearly visible, in certain light you will see it. Plus you'll have all the lighting off the car shining on Batman as well. So yeah, I need to start thinking about a diorama and design something. So yeah, we'll be right back. So guys, today what I've been doing is scratch building these tanks. I think for the diorama I'm just going to go classic and go with a Joker theme. So I've built some Joker tanks that are going to be filled with Joker gas. So I've just scratch built all these just out of random bits. I'm just about to put some primer down on them now. I've used some guitar string just for some detailing around the tops. And these are actually old coils from my vape. I kept them all. I'm glad I did now. So where the masking is there, this is going to get gloss blacked after primed, and then metallizer. And I'm going to have 3 green LEDs inside. One will be a stationary, one will be a flash, and one will be a flicker. So we should get some nice effects going on inside. And I've painted the inside of the tube with white paint just to help diffuse the light. And I've also put some reflective material in the lids, and it's all been glued together. So I'm just going to go off camera now, and I'm going to hit this with some primer, and then we'll see what it looks like then. So we'll be right back. So guys, we've got it in the gloss black now. We're just going to let this sit overnight, and then it'll be down to the metallizing. But yeah, they're looking pretty good. I'm happy with them. Batman looks good stood next to them, so it's all good. So we'll catch you in a bit. So we've got the tanks all built up and it's looking rather good. I've done it in alclad, aluminium and steel. And then I've basically just gone in with like a brown wash just for some rust effects and stuff, and just to grime them up a bit, which are looking pretty good. I've also ordered, well not ordered, the fans come as well for Batman, so we'll set that up soon and we'll take a look. But I'm just at the moment grouping up all my green LEDs which go in the base, so we should get a nice effect going on inside. I'm going to stick tons of fibre fill in this as well, just to help create a nice effect inside. But yeah, they're coming on really good. So we'll set up the fan, and you can see what that looks like. So we've got the fan running on about 5 volts at the moment, and it's only like a 4 centimetre fan, but it's just pushing enough air just to get a bit of movement in his cape. And it looks rather good, so if we just... Obviously I'm going to play around with the positioning of the fan, because it might be better just being slightly up. And maybe even a bit closer. But I'm going to have to try and incorporate this in the diorama, maybe just make like a little vent somewhere. but it's pushing enough air onto his cape just to get that movement, and that's all I really wanted really. So with thunder and lightning going, it should look alright. I'm quite happy with that. So today I'm just going to be like focused on my tanks, get that sorted out, get them installed, and then we'll have a light show with that and see what that looks like. But yeah, really happy with that. I just need to like decorate this up just to disguise it so it doesn't look like a fan. But yeah, it's looking good. So we'll be right back. So I've finished just wiring up these just to mock them up, and they're looking really good. I'm going to light block the bottoms of these obviously, but I mean the effect itself is pretty good. We've got some leaking gas here. I'm hoping that the ambient light from one of these tanks will help glow that up. But I'll go ahead and I'll switch the lights off and hopefully it'll look a bit better. So we'll be right back. It's made a bit of a difference, but I mean it's only what, lunchtime here, so I've got a skylight right above this, so that's not helping, but the effects going on inside are pretty good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with them actually. The material is basically the same as like the Batmobile, so it's that polyurethane plastic, which is a nightmare to work with, so the paint hasn't really clinged to it that well. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep weathering these up just to make them look dirty and just try and hide some of the crimes on it really. But yeah, that's the gas tank's done. I need to start working out how big this diorama is actually going to be now. So yeah, so I think that about wraps it for this one. Got the tanks done. The decal paper still hasn't turned up for the bat symbol on his chest yet. I'm hoping in the next couple of days that'll come, so I'll probably start another update in a couple of days. Get this uploaded now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment and share, and catch me in the next update. So see you later. Ah!